Hi, this is Chris the Credit Guy. Thanks for watching my videos. This is one of a series of free online credit restoration videos that I have on my website. It's christhecreditguy.com, and as always you can email me with questions or to arrange for a private individual credit consultation. My email is info@christhecreditguy.com. This video is titled Preparing Your IDs for the Credit Bureaus. Now, I put a note under there to not skip this one, and I stress that this is vital because what most people overlook sometimes tends to be what could really help you to get your negative items removed off your credit. So when I say preparing your IDs, it's part of a strategy that we use to essentially break the links between your past negative items and yourself and how they're reporting on your credit. And it may seem confusing at this point, but as we go forward in the videos, maybe this will start to make a little bit more sense. And if not, just trust me, I've used this strategy and believe me, it works. So preparing your IDs for the credit bureaus. The credit bureaus, when we put together the disputes, which we're in the process of doing, we're at the very beginning of that in this video series for you. Your dispute letters are going to contain a couple of pieces of information for the credit bureaus to verify who you are, verify your address, and to verify your social security number. And if you think about it, the credit bureaus want to be pretty sure that you are who you say you are based on your social and based on your address, because they're going to be sending you a response and a credit report to you. So they want to make sure that you are who you say you are. So they have a couple of requirements when you put your disputes together, and that is, again, 3 basic items need to go in that letter. A photo ID. I prefer a driver's license. That tends to be the best, but you can use a passport or some people, I've used temporary photo IDs or state ID cards, but again, a driver's license seems to be the best. The next item is to verify your social security number, and your social security card is the best. If you don't have that, I've used a pay stub, I've used the front page of your tax form, your 1040, or even a W-2 form for your work. The more recent the better, and it's okay if the majority of your digits on your social security number are either X'd or starred out. As long as the last 4 digits are showing, that's still okay. The third piece is not an absolute requirement for the credit bureaus, but I found that it helps to eliminate some of the tricks and traps that they'll do to kind of delay things. And that third piece is an address verification document. A utility bill is the best for that. A water bill, a gas and electric bill, you know, something else like that. I've used bank statements. Other documents are allowed, but again, a utility bill is the best, and a cell phone bill tends to be the worst because you can open a cell phone at almost anyone's address. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could get a cell phone at you know, your friend's address, so it doesn't really prove that you live there. So those are the 3 pieces of documentation that you need to supply the credit bureaus in order for them to actually open the dispute. And that's all we're trying to get them to do, is to open that dispute. We're going to be talking about the letter that goes in that, you know, the details of the letter. But again, these are just the 3 pieces to verify your identity. And what's most important, I've found, is that you want your name and your address on everything to be exact, and you want one thing to jive with the next And this may seem a little tedious at this point, but trust me, I've done this a lot, And I've gotten very good results for people by making sure that their name is spelled exactly as it should be on your address, on your driver's license, and on your Social Security card. So it may seem a little like I'm asking you to do some extra work, but I've had people go actually and get a new driver's license with their current home address on it. I know some people don't want to get a new picture. Maybe, you know, your picture's from 10 years ago when you were, you know, 10 pounds lighter or tan or whatever. But the goal here is to fix your credit. So if your driver's license has an old address, you would be better suited to go and get a new updated driver's license with your new home address, so that that jives with where you actually live, which will jive with your utility bill, which will give us the ability to remove those old addresses which are potentially linked to those bad accounts where you know, where you once lived. So you know, it's up to you. You will need to supply those pieces of documentation, so it's up to you whether or not you want to take my advice and get all of those documents to have the identical name as it's spelled exactly as you you know, as you want it, and again to not have any old addresses showing on those documents. It'll allow us you know, some additional flexibility down the road. So thanks again for watching. Again, this is Chris the Credit Guy. You can find my complete credit restoration video series online for free at my website, christhecreditguy.com. And again, you can email me, info@christhecreditguy.com, if you're interested in having me look over your credit to give you a consultation. Thanks for watching.